Libra, how are you? I just can't get the camera straight. It's really annoying me. I don't know, it just seems all wonky. It'll have to do, won't it? You'll still be able to see the cards and me and my silly faces. That's all that matters, right? Right, how I'm going to do this read is I'm going to just pull a few cards initially to outline the situation, and then basically we'll just see what useful questions we can ask, I think. Seems a reasonable way of doing it, right? It's going to be general. I mean, I'm not focusing on any particular area, so whatever comes up, comes up. You know, the title might have narrowed it down for you, but I haven't written the title yet because I haven't done the reading yet. But you've seen the title. That's weird, isn't it? Okay. What else do I need to say? Oh, obviously, with it being a collective reading, do bear in mind. Oh, this camera is doing my head in. Do bear in mind that not every single message is going to be for you, all right? Take what resonates, leave the rest. Use your intuition. Do not make decisions based on the cards. Just make decisions based on, you know, how the cards prompt you to think, right? I hope that makes sense. Okay. So you've got the Son of Swords reversed, the Ace of Cups reversed, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles reversed. If I had to give a quick summary, I would say rash decision has been made regarding a cup of love, regarding the Ace of Cups reversed here feels like a spill of emotions. A spill of emotions without much sort of reasoning or thinking or consideration of how to deliver what you're trying to deliver. Just a sort of spill, and I'm not judging that as good or bad either way. Obviously that overspill can become very angry, and you know, sometimes this energy can be insulting and cutting and mean and spiteful, but it doesn't really feel like that. It feels like no holds bars. It feels honest. But I feel like you regret it, Libra. I feel like you regret it. It's kind of an overshare. But at the same time, it feels like it was necessary for you to do this. It's kind of like you put your cards on the table. But it seems to have brought about an ending. With the Ten of Swords, it seems to have brought about an ending. And this feels like kind of an incoming energy, really, of it kind of feels like that sense of lack that you associate with the Five of Pentacles, but it sort of feels like, oh, I don't want to say it like that. Okay, I don't know how else to say it. It sort of seems like you've done it to yourself in a way. You've cut yourself off from something and it was your decision, like, so that could be what? Let's ask the cards. What have you cut yourself off from here? Because you're feeling it as a loss, as a sort of, you're sad. There's sadness in this card. So what has Libra cut themselves off from? The Wheel. You've cut yourself off from the flow. I'm chatting so much about the flow of energy at the moment in all these readings. It's ridiculous. I suppose that makes sense though. Seven of Wands. The King of Pentacles. You've cut yourself off from yourself and your own needs. I wonder, I had to dig. It wasn't that obvious. On the surface, it wasn't that obvious. Two tens. You've got two tens. I'm just, the way the Seven of Wands has come out, I just feel like So I feel the Seven of Wands represents you standing up for your own needs, but this with the Five of Pentacles in reverse like this, it's like you've cut yourself off from your own need for comfort. Your own need for comfort. You've cut yourself off from your own need for comfort here. I mean, I'm saying it like it's a dead serious thing that people don't do to themselves every day, but it is. It is something that people do to themselves every day, actually. But what's it got to do with this overspill of emotion then? I can't connect the two. What's going on? Let me pull like some bridging energy so I can find out. I don't feel like I've even outlined the situation for you yet, Libra, sorry. 5 minutes in, I don't know, maybe some of you could have worked out if this is your reading or not. The Fool. That's just coming across to me as hasty again. That's not really telling me much more than I've already said though. An upright Ace of Cups. What? You've cut yourself off from your own love for yourself. What's it got to do with this overspill of emotion? Just give me 10 seconds while I put all this together, hey? The Moon. Well, yes, because you're hiding aspects of yourself from yourself. Fine. Oh, okay. So this overspill of emotions that we're talking about that I'm obsessed with the Ace of Cups, it was all directed towards trying to help someone else and trying to get what you wanted from someone else. And it sort of feels like this overspill of emotions the things you said when you poured this emotional vomit, how else do I say it, on someone. It involved a lot of you putting your own needs, wants, desires aside. I don't even know if you put them aside. I don't even know if you know you put them aside, because it's almost like you buried them under a moon anyway. It's like you're not even recognising that they are your needs to a certain extent. So I'm just trying to give a better translation of this for you so I can give you a concrete example of what this energy would look like in the real world. Because I've got a feel for it now, but I just don't know how to translate it. You were trying to stop an ending. It was an overspill of emotion to try and stop an ending. And it's almost it almost feels like someone's saying, I love you so much, I'd do anything for you. That's what this reversed Ace of Cups is. I love you so much, I'd do anything for you. I'll do anything to save this. You see, I'll do anything to save this. Okay, maybe that's taking the energy a bit far, but if it's not as extreme as that, it's basically like pleading with someone, saying, I'll change, when really the things that you'd be changing about yourself to save this situation would be, those changes would involve just putting your own needs aside completely. That's what's showing up for you, Libra. So if it's your reading, take it, you know, take it if it resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But that's how it's coming through. And it feels quite rash on your part with the Son of Swords here. But not in a, oh gosh, once I say it, I can't unsay it. It's not that type of rash. It's just a, because it feels quite pleading. It's almost like you're begging someone to carry on doing this, to not put 10 swords in the end of it. Like, that's like the rash aspect, because it feels to me like if you'd thought it through, you wouldn't say those things, because you wouldn't treat yourself with such disrespect. So let's see about how you can get yourself out of this energy. I think that would be a good thing to look at for you. So in a sense, how can we get from this Ace of Cups to the upright Ace of Cups? So let's pull a card in between these two cards, from the reversed Ace of Cups to the upright Ace of Cups, because this energy is obviously available to you, because it would not have thrown up. Why am I talking about vomit and throwing up so much? What's going on? Have some of you got a stomach bug? It wouldn't have come up in your reading if it wasn't available to you. If it wasn't very available to you. I mean, all the energies of the deck are available to everyone, but, you know, it's very available to you. So, what do you want to say to Libra? How to get them to turn that Ace of Cups the right way up? The High Priestess has come out in reverse. The Ace of Swords, another ace. The Knight of Wands. Right. I'm just going to put these in between. Oops, ouch. I think the Ace of Swords has come up to sort of to try and remind you to be honest with yourself, basically. Honest with yourself about someone who I think here in your reading is being represented by the Knight of Wands. So I feel like this other energy that you're pleading with, I might dig under that for you. It feels like they are probably more invested in the more passionate side of the relationship. You know, if this is a romantic relationship, which is where my reads are just all going at the moment. But, you know, all this energy could be applied to anything. So if this is like a romantic relationship, then this energy is probably more in it for sex, for physical intimacy. Or is intimacy the right word, though, when there's no emotional intimacy? I don't know. Let's just say sex then. But, you know, you can apply that to other situations. Say it's a work situation or whatever. It's just like this Knight of Wands character just isn't taking things very seriously in the way that you seem to be. You know, you seem to want quite a deep connection, and it doesn't seem like this is what this other energy is all about. Let's just get under this Knight of Wands for you, find out a bit more about it. Might help you decide if this is your reading. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. That's too many cards. Yeah, the Five of Cups. Strength. Mother of Wands and the Moon again. Right. So the Knight of Wands has graduated into the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands with the Moon like that is somebody who's not being authentic, someone who's not being honest, someone who's puts on a bit of a front. They like to think they're really cool. This is someone who likes to think they're really cool. I'm not buying it myself, but you know, whatever. They just seem quite fake. But I think you feel like quite a sense of loss at realising who they are, and that they just don't seem to want the same thing as you, my loves. But but there's not all that much clarity, I think, around that for you, that this is who they are. I think deep down you know this is who they are, but it's on, you know, we've got two moons out. And the Ace of Swords is just telling me that you're not quite seeing it clearly. But I think that's the key to turning your Ace of Cups upright, if you like. Is recognizing that you can give this Knight of Wands character your cup of love all you want, but they're not able to receive it, sort of thing. And deep down you know this. Deep down you know this. You know, this is hiding stuff from yourself, like what we've already said. Yeah. I'm not sure there's much more I need to say, actually, to be honest, Libra. I think I've kind of got it all for you. I might just leave it there. I know the the Aquarius reading I did, this style, did go on for like half an hour, but I really think I've kind of got everything for you, in all honesty. Yeah, it's just about being clear on who you are and being clear on who they are, and like really trying to see, because you know, when you get involved with people, it's, you know, how much of your time is actually spent interacting with them in your imagination with a version of them that you've created in your head. That's what's coming through here. It's like and you know, that's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just the way, well, I don't know if it's the way all humans are wired, but it's certainly the way a lot of us are wired. So you just have to consciously, I think, kind of compare what you're doing in your head with what is actually in front of you. And I do think you're being asked to kind of really actually see the person that is in front of you and actually consider their actions, and kind of consider really if you might not just deserve a bit better, Libra. All right. Gosh, I just remembered your big long reading I did when I started doing the readings again was you turning your back on a reverse Knight of Cups character. It's the same person. It's the same person, but we've just sort of, he's just come up a bit differently. Yeah. All right, my loves, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that makes sense. Thanks for joining me. If you like the reading, please, you know, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, do subscribe. It helps me pick up on your energy for next time as well. And, you know, tell your friends, whatever. I don't know, whatever makes the algorithms do their thing, that would be nice, I guess. Whatever. See you later, Libra. Bye.